Good evening. Welcome back to the Dish Pit Podcast. Everybody, this is your host, Jay Fandango, and we're followed by the other host, and it's going to be an extreme episode. Jesus Christ, oh my God. Fucking shit.
2021. This is Mikey McGill here, a.k.a.
Boing.
Yeah, a.k.a. Strange Sound.
Also here with El Cuervo, also known as the Crow.
And El Padre
El Cuervo.
Chocolate, also known as Chocolate Daddy.
Or
Y'all know me.
G Papatumbe.
It's good to be back. We took a, what was it, like 2 weeks? I think that we've took a break. Got our beauty sleep. We're back at it. Here to talk about the tough questions in life. Have the hard discussions.
How many roads must a man walk down?
Only one.
4.
The one he chooses.
See, I thought the answer was 42.
Oh, is it because of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? 42.
42.
I said that joke at work in a different, structure, and only like Laurel and Tony got it instantly. But I was like, if I said that to 90% of other people, they would not understand that 42 is the answer to all things.
The answer to all things and what is the answer?
And then what is 42?
The universe and everything.
What is 42 divided by 2 though?
42 divided
21.
by 2.
21. Insert the little kid.
Yeah, I've never seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What? It's really funny.
Wow.
Never
Like,
seen it.
Great movie.
You know the problem of someone building a like a road near your house in the countryside or whatever. That happens to this guy, even though he's in the middle of fucking nowhere. They build a road over his house, so they have to tear his house down.
Ooh, tragic.
And then later, aliens come and say they have to build a pass through, and Earth is in the way of their intergalactic road.
Earth is in the way?
Yeah, so the main character, he ends up getting hitchhiked with Mos Def. Mos Def is an alien. It's his alien friend. So he hitchhiked with Mos Def onto the ship, and Earth gets exploded, and they have to go on this space adventure, dealing with the Vogons, who are the bureaucratic aliens of the world. Like they DMV of space, basically.
Okay, yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
The worst kind of people.
The worst kind
basically.
of people. Yes. Fuck all you guys.
I've never really watched Mos
the
Def
scum
in a
of
movie.
the universe. The bureaucrats.
Yeah, like Hermes from Futurama. Stamp it, send it overnight. Oh yeah.
That was a good episode.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, when they show the intricacies of Hermes' job, I'm like, that fucking sucks.
It's like, that makes so much sense now. Like, he's like... Well, cheers to 2021, guys. All right?
Yes,
we made
Happy
it.
New Year. This is the first podcast of the new year.
We made
May
it.
it be prosperous and...
All of the stuffs. Yeah, when you were saying 42, the only thing I could relate to 42 with is...
your age.
Got him.
So...
Got him.
Michael's the dad of the podcast.
I am. I'm the horrible,
He comes in
horrible
wearing
dad.
mandals, got a fishing rod over his shoulder, a hat, a couple fish dangling
never
from the
helps
side,
with homework.
some
No.
Budweisers in the cooler.
I got one of them hats, not unlike the one that Mark is wearing right now, but with one of those fish hooks on it,
Like the Larry the Cable Guy fish
Yeah,
hook.
just like...
Get her done.
Right there on my hat, about to go catch me some big mouth bass.
Guys.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to unironically really enjoy the Blue Collar Comedy Hour.
They were funny.
They were funny.
Larry the Cable Guy, Billy Engvall, and Jeff Foxworthy, along with
Ron White.
Those guys, Larry the Cable Guy
Stick.
is more like
shtick
he's got his
guy.
own. It's funny because how country he is. Billy Engvall is more like your average country, like Southern funny guy. He's really funny. Jeff Foxworthy's fucking hilarious too,
Classic.
and Ron White is funnier than all of them.
Jeff
Because
Fox-
he's unapologetically
Bro, he's just
offensive.
on stage with a scotch and a cigar, just like talking shit the whole time.
all of his fucking comedy, I've watched every single one of his specials. They're all great because you can watch him get hammered throughout the whole... Because by the
And you
end,
can tell by the way he talks.
Yeah, and he's smoking a cigar.
Face gets redder and redder.
Yeah, and he just has the bottle of fucking bourbon just right there, and he's just pouring it, smoking a cigar. That whole bit what he does on tater salad, that motherfucker.
He's fucking
Take off
hilarious.
the hat. Remember that.
No, Larry the Cable Guy. It's funny that his name isn't even Larry.
No, it's not.
His name is Daniel Lawrence Whitney. I remember.
His name is Daniel.
That makes
Daniel
sense why he
Lawrence
changed his name.
Whitney.
You cannot be Larry the Cable Guy and name Daniel.
Larry is
obviously.
short for Lawrence, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess he could use that, but that's why he Larry.
But
the
Dick
Cable
is
Guy.
also short for Richard, so it's like
Joe
Like,
anything can be short for anything.
Joe
these days.
Coy's name is Joe Coy. Like his nickname.
oh, I
is
saw
Joe
that.
Coy.
Yeah.
And he tells people that his mom gave him the name when in reality she's been calling him Joe Coy, my Joe, his whole life. And
Yeah.
he didn't even.
Bro, Joe Coy is fucking hilarious.
He is
I
funny.
love this.
That's
I love his bit on the Wii where his mom's like, "Hey Joe, you want to play some Wii?" And she like just fucking smashes him. Son of a bitch! God damn it! Just like kills him in tennis.
Calls him Joseph.
Joseph,
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph, why are your clothes on the fucking floor? Picking the shit up with the feet. I love
So he's
Joe
a
Coy.
completely different person now that you know you take a letter off his name. So same with Larry the
He's
Cable
not.
Guy. He's
He's
Lawrence
still
the Cable Guy.
He's still
for
Joe.
now.
Bro, Vin Diesel is Mark St. Clair.
That's his actual name,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. Mark
Mark
Sinclair.
St. Clair.
Yeah, we've been over this.
And
And
he wasn't on the show at the
Yeah,
time.
he wasn't.
It's Mark St. Clair. I promise you, bro.
He just did the.
Vin Diesel's name.
Whose name is Vin Diesel, bro?
like, come on. And he's like,
Okay. Fair.
I doubt Denzel Washington's name is even Denzel, bro.
He's
No,
like-
his
That's probably his real
No,
name.
that's
he's
probably
like
his real.
non-binary too.
Shut up. No,
Behind
he's
the
not.
scenes, like,
No, he's not.
he
Shut up.
is.
No, he's not. Who told
Bro.
you that?
Bro, no way. Like his whole persona is I'm masculine.
He's
like,
bi.
All
He
right.
plays
bi,
D&D, and
bro.
no, he does. No, he's not.
And get this, like
He's
it's
not
like the same
fucking
thing. Like he's
No one's gonna believe you on that.
Hulk Hogan's name isn't Hulk Hogan.
I knew that.
His
Terry,
name, yeah,
right?
it's Terry something
Melchner?
Bolea.
Oh yeah. Tim.
Oh, Terry Eugene
His name
Bolea.
is Hulk.
No, bruh.
or Hogan.
I thought his name would be Bruce.
Americans never name their kids something that interesting.
That would be so dope.
it's made
to
up.
have a son named Hulk.
What about Damien?
Like,
That's not that cool.
That's a fucking dope name.
Damien.
Damien, the name of the omen, bro.
Well, it's a Jewish
Big-
name.
It's a good name.
if I have a son, I'm naming. I've actually before this whole conversation, I want to name my first son Dorian.
Dorian's a good name.
Yeah, after Dorian Gray.
Dorian from
name
The
him-
Mask.
The Mask. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
The guy who looks like Killian. What's his last name? Killian from no, Killian from Peaky Blinders. Killian Murphy or Killian
Murphy? Isn't it Murphy? No, it's not.
Who the hell is Killian Murphy?
Bro, the guy who plays Tommy Shelby from Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
Killian.
I don't know his real name.
It's Killian something, bro. He looks. You know Scarecrow from
He's
Batman
Scarecrow,
Begins, right?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you need to.
And
if
he's
you don't-
also-
If you ain't seen Batman, then we shouldn't even be talking about this guy.
Bro, first of all, I like his
Scarecrow.
role better in Peaky Blinders than Batman.
Wait, back to
Did you just?
Guys, what the fuck is Peaky Blinders?
Don't do that.
Bro, it's a gang from the 1900s in Britain. They're fucking legit. The reason they call them Peaky Blinders is because they have the little English hats. They have little razor blades in there, and they take them off and they
Bro.
slash people's eyes and they cut their tongues too, so they can't
only
talk.
use their hats when principal rules have been
Yeah.
broken. And the thing about the razors is they take your eyes so you can't see and your tongue so
you can't talk.
With their hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know
A
how
lot-
the British
one
should
of
have put a
them,
little
one of them
spin
just
on
took
it.
their hat off and just.
And he's
Alright,
like,
so
was
Peaky
fucking
Blinders,
It's
mate.
it's three gangster brothers and they all went to war together and they should have died in the war because
They were
one-
tunnel diggers in World War One.
Yeah, one, it was the war that
Tunnel
everybody died in.
diggers.
And two,
Jesus.
they had the
One of the
most
worst.
dangerous job.
Fuck.
That was the
And
worst. One of the worst
You
jobs.
find out the brother, he's having traumatizing nightmares.
He's like
PS
smoking opium and shit.
PTSD style of what happened in the tunnel, and he pretty much almost died.
Yeah, he's my boy right there.
So I mean, if you
I
ain't
feel-
seen
I got the
Peaky
feels.
Blinders,
Very- you
are
would
you
love
really
it.
a gangster?
Look, guys, I have Netflix and have for a while.
It's on Flick.
I
But
can't believe
I
it's never come up in
Never
your queue.
am on Netflix.
Comes along.
Never on it. I'm on
Call him
Hulu.
some man with
I'm
a
on-
red
I'm on,
right hand.
Disney Plus, watching Mandalorian recently.
Woo!
You should be done with that.
Are you
Season
done with it?
3 is gonna be
Bro.
here.
No, it's
Before you
not.
know it.
Not for like a
I'm
year.
on like episode 12. So.
Of what?
Okay, total. You know how
Of
it's
Clone Wars?
no of Mandalorian.
Oh,
He's on
chapter 12.
chapter 12.
Okay, so
So he's
episode 4 of season 2.
Yeah, season
okay.
2.
So you just met the girl with the swole arm.
No. He's already met Cara Dune.
Yeah.
He's in the episode where
Bo-Katan
yeah,
shows.
he just finished that
Bo-Katan
episode.
just showed up.
He's about
yeah.
to go to
Corvus.
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 Corvus. Or is it Corvus?
Corvus.
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 But yeah.
Yeah. About to try to
He
meet some
thought
Jedi.
he thought Sasha Banks was Ahsoka, and he was like, "I think I saw Ahsoka," and I was like, "Is she orange?" And she's like, "Nah, she looks black." And I'm like, "Well, it's Rosario Dawson, but she's orange." So
Yeah. No,
She's
everybody
Sasha.
I thought Sasha Banks would play Ahsoka at the beginning.
she didn't like the image they showed of her didn't look like she was Ahsoka.
No, it didn't.
She had regular hair. She
had
didn't
a
have any
hood on.
leku. She didn't have any
let
leku.
this
No
happen.
paint on her face.
Yeah.
What?
Don't let this happen.
Start talking about Star Wars for the whole episode again.
We didn't do that. We've been talking for 10 minutes.
He
The
says
last time we started a conversation about Star Wars, so we were left speechless, jaw dropped, because Michael was telling us about Ahsoka Tano, and we were like, "What?" And then you got into dark
Gray
I was about to call
Jedi.
him Palicos,
Palpatine.
Palpatine's master.
Oh, Plagueis.
Pelagus.
Yeah, bro, all of that was news
And
to
then
me, so-
Plagueis' master was named is Darth Tenebrous. Bro, I'm sorry. When we first started this podcast, every other episode was basically only a Star Wars.
That's true.
Remember not to laugh directly in the mic.
Which is why I'm like bring it on.
Yeah, man, you guys are. That's what this is, man. If this wasn't just
that's how I knew to get you that book.
this wasn't a rant. You know, that's just a screenplay.
Is it really?
It's a script.
Wow.
What
It's not
is?
a book.
So it's not even a thing.
Dooku Jedi Lost. It's just a script.
So I've been trying to find something on Amazon that Jordan would read because he has a ton of reading material. But it's hard finding something someone doesn't have without asking.
Oh, you should have told me. I could have told you. Like, you could have gotten
Yeah.
like the Jedi Path. You could have gotten
I
like
knew
the
Could have got
Book of the
me. You
Sith,
could have got me Maul Lockdown.
Maul Lockdown.
That's a good one.
So there was this book. It's about Count
Count Dooku.
Dooku. Yeah, and it's basically his backstory.
Oh, but
It's literally it's just it's a script written by the guy who did the Vader comics.
Oh, then it's really good then.
It should be. I'll probably read it eventually.
Because those Vader comics, I've read a couple. I mean, they are
Oh, they're
fucking
amazing.
Amazing.
There's 25 issues and it's canon. It's about what happened to Vader after he became Vader.
like right after
Him bleeding his kyber crystal. We're gonna
episode
stop
3.
talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, let's do it. I actually wanted to get into G's name, Dorian, like the Oscar Wilde book.
Yeah.
Dorian.
Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Bro,
Interesting.
Vincenzo.
The idea of Dorian Gray
I
has
think-
always been interesting to me. You know, like
I
he basically put his essence into a painting, and the painting held his immortality. Like he became immortal. Like as long as,
throughout the ages,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
If he would have
as
good
lived
long
book.
as,
until
as long as his painting was intact, he was immortal.
if he would have lived until Tenet happened, he would have really been immortal.
Facts.
The facility they kept all those paintings in, he would have been.
I think I would like to name my son like Lucas or something.
Lucas.
After
Lucius?
George.
Lucius, that's a good name. Bro.
Well, Lucas is a good name, not
Lucius.
Making
Lucius.
up shit.
That's
You know,
your
Lucas,
deep-
so I'm not blatantly ripping off Star Wars by calling him Luke. But
Yeah.
I can. He can be his nickname.
That's my
Lucas and Luke? Come on.
Come on. My cousin, his name is Lucas, but we call him Luke,
Yeah.
and I was always just like, bitch ass Luke Skywalker. You know, like I fucking hate you because of your fucking
Daughter's a
name.
little different. I would want to name them.
Leia. Oh.
Marco,
Polo.
Did you always do that, or did you get that from DJ?
we used to do it when we were roommates, and
And you had other people around.
But what would happen was our
I was
roommates
still with my ex.
would look at each other before they passed the blunt, and they'd be like, "Adventure time," and then
Yeah.
they pass the blunt to each other. And we'd be like, "Bitch."
Yeah.
Don't
I'd be
ruin
like,
our
cringe,
shit.
I'm not smoking with y'all. I don't want to catch the cringe.
I'd be like, I'm rolling my own shit now.
We were talking about this one day. Nadine is one of those people. Yeah. So she would call second on the blunt.
Bro, you're not doing this. Talking about bitches for the whole podcast? No.
No.
I'm just playing.
No,
Nadine is not what you would classify as.
You guys were talking about
maybe
Nadine
she
before.
she would be what you would classify as a bitch, but not that type of bitch.
Yeah.
She's the actual not pleasant bitch.
She wasn't cool, man. She followed the rules. And that's what
What
I want
rules?
to talk to you about. The rules for dating is what I want to talk to you guys about. But
Oh.
this is what
Please educate us, Mark.
But before I get into that, this is a rule that I think everyone follows.
Okay.
If we're all smoking buddies, we're gonna smoke. Somebody buys blunts. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna need some. I'll buy an extra blunt. I got an extra $1.
Yeah.
Someone
Roll
has
up and
bud. They're
roll
like,
up.
hey man, I noticed you're about to roll. Can you put some of this in that?
Okay.
She would be the person to watch us contributing and just consume. And when it was her time to get paid, she's like, "Oh, but I gotta pay this bill. Can you save me a nug? Can y'all wait to smoke till when I get off? Can y'all?"
Yeah, she was that.
But
she was like,
smoke?
she lived. All right, so here's the issue. Like, she lived in the same spot with us. Like, we were all roommates together. You know, like, and she would trip, like, get actually mad, like when you wouldn't save her or anything. You know, like, but she wouldn't want to contribute. And it'd just be like, all right, bitch, well, why are you so mad then? Like, because you really don't deserve to be smoking with us. Like,
Yeah, why are you angry right now?
we're really only smoking with you because we're cool with you, you know, and you're here, you know,
While
like,
we're
so,
smoking.
like,
We would have already smoked and been chilling high.
Yeah, bro.
No fucking way.
I would look at the message, be like, put it down.
She was the worst, and the voice, oh, it never goes away. But
She's a Jew.
yeah, she was.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, I remember telling you.
I was
that.
saying that to Michael.
Yeah,
That's like that's
because-
needed
So,
information.
Yeah, that's
like,
needed for
She
info.
was really cheap, like as a principal.
Oh, then yes. Okay, thank you, Jordan, for telling me that, because I would have been like, "What is she, Jew?" And then yeah, she
I
was.
swear she was. She
What,
was
is
like,
she a Jew?
I never met anyone like that, like in real life. She
Never
was
met a
like
Jew?
that. She would speak up, say complaint, bro. Her complaints were at the top of the list of things she would say.
Oh yeah, and then unremorseful about it, right? Like you always hear the same rhetoric over and over. And I'm like, hey, I thought we talked about this like yesterday and shit. Like, yeah, I know. And then the women are the worst because the guys are. Sometimes the guys, they think they're fucking hilarious.
Nah, the women are the worst.
Women are the
Kick
worst.
I feel like the
That's how I
women
do
are
it.
the worst because they feel like they're entitled to shit.
Think
Like,
about this: the word "shrew" it was created by these people.
On that note,
Like the little
women
animal?
feel
No,
like
like a
they're entitled.
shrew, like Taming of the Shrew. It's like
Like a little rat, a little
big-
rodent.
No, a
I thought
bitchy woman.
I
Shrew
would
is
Shrew is a rodent.
I'd love to be able to consider myself a gentleman, and like say it proudly, like, oh yeah, if she's with me, it's taken care of. But
got this.
from that aspect alone, I feel like women take advantage of
Yeah.
the dating rules that
Oh, yeah.
most men don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every guy wants to date outside of his league, and I say that to mean every guy who isn't a 10, who doesn't look like Zac Efron, some guy
Brad
that
Pitt,
everybody would open. Yeah,
Leo.
Every girl sees them in the club and they're like, yeah, we can hook up. It
Bro,
wouldn't
Mark,
be a
if
big
you were a
deal.
famous actor, you wouldn't have any problem getting bitches, bro.
I don't have a problem getting bitches, and it's not about that. It's about the rules.
It's about
that
the rules
go along
and obeying the rules.
with absolutely.
I agree
If
with you.
someone's outside of your league, you wouldn't talk to them.
I-
You'd never play them. They never get a chance to compete.
So, like, I would point, like, same thing. Like,
Right?
all these women are talking about, like, chivalry is dead, right? Chivalry is dead.
But they killed it.
Exactly. It's not dead. I know that y'all would consider yourselves chivalrous. Like, you know, like, if you really
Hold
care
the
about the
doors
girl,
open.
hold the door,
Never hit a woman.
guide her by the small of her
My last
back.
advice
Yeah.
to my
Always pay
best
for
They don't
the
like.
check.
No, that's sexual
was
harassment.
take her
now.
on a
that's-
date.
that's what
Show
I'm
her how
saying.
much you care.
Show her how much you care. Just do everything you can for her,
Remember
right?
that?
But then they take advantage of it.
And that's what I want to
That's why chivalry is
I
dead.
wish there was a rule book because, okay, if you're an unattractive guy, you have a good job, this is really all you need. You need a car, an apartment, and to be single. And you should be able to date whatever woman you want.
Correct.
In your range, category, level, whatever it is. If
You don't even need all those. You just need a little
if
mouthpiece.
you're
Mark.
successful,
Here's the thing about the scale these days. If you have a guy, we're just gonna go baseline. Guy's a 5, right? Chick's a 5, right? His expectations is gonna be 5 and lower, maybe sometimes a little bit outside, right? But a chick, her expectations are gonna be she wants an 8.
She's fictional.
that's where the rule. That's why I feel like there should be rules.
I want
if
the perfect
I'm
man.
not attractive enough to be seen with you, deal with you, do not let me take you on a date.
These
said-
chicks be looking like the Grinch and think that I'm gonna take them out for
Michael,
sushi.
I have to work. I have to pay bills, and I have to take care of all of my responsibilities.
Preach.
The free time that I have, I shouldn't even be allowed to waste it on someone who's not interested in me after I say the money's gone. That's not even right.
Look, another prime example. You're at a bar. Like, well, chicks go to bars now knowing that if they're attractive,
Free drinks.
they're just going to drink for free all night.
I know those
And then
girls.
maybe get laid.
I know
if
those
they
girls.
want
If
to.
they want to.
If they want to. But still, that'd be great. Like, if I knew that I could just, I don't need fucking money. I'm
Go
just
to the
gonna
club.
go to the
Go to the
bar.
bar.
I'm going to sit there, bitch is gonna buy me drinks, and I might fuck one of them if I feel like.
This is
it.
how.
Like,
This is what you do. You go to a gay bar.
yeah.
Then motherfuckers are buying you drinks.
No, they
an
are. I
hate it.
attitude associated with
But you gotta
all of
take a
these
dick.
things that they're
Ugh.
looking for, though. There's
I'd
an
be a top.
attitude associated with success. Everyone wants to be with a successful person, someone who's, successfully moving forward and progressing.
Yeah, you're showing movement.
There's
progressing.
an attitude towards openly, being positive. You're smiling. You're not necessarily outgoing, but you're pushing what's going on with you outward, and it's not negative. And then there's the that last and final, that panache, like, oh, he's got style.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, this person
got panache.
they're the style of person I can see myself around. I'm sitting at a table, I'm eating my dinner. I don't want to look at somebody who
Pisses you off.
absolutely. And then we
Get
notice
that.
these things.
That's being married.
After we get out of high school, we notice the type of people we naturally gravitate towards. So I just don't understand why, we're the ones that get taken advantage of in the situation where we kind of don't make the rules.
Well, we also fucked ourselves in that being that
Yeah,
we're
we
we like
Breadwinners.
breadwinners, sole providers.
I feel like not just that. Yes, that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also because our minds as men are geared towards, I want that booty.
Yeah.
And they listen.
Women want sex just as much as
Right,
men.
right.
Not at the same
But
times,
it's not.
though.
Listen.
You know what I mean? Not at the same times, Mark.
Yeah, not
like
between the
when
hours
you're at
of-
work and you see a nice ass, you're like, I want that ass. A girl isn't generally gonna.
When a
do
girl's at work and she sees the situation or Pauly D, they think that I'd hook up with him.
that.
Just
What is
like you
wrong
would.
with you in this fucking Jersey Shore quote?
Okay,
They
The
do.
situation looks like a monkey, bro.
I'm just saying there are
They-
people
they-
that have the certain look and they're like, Zac Efron, yeah, I'd hook up with him. They say it at work. They're in that mentality at work.
But here's
Right,
the thing,
but it's,
bro.
it's
We'll,
on a
sorry.
different. It's on a different level. Like,
Correct.
They do think those, but their feelings about that kind of thing are more easily suppressed than for us men. Like, for us men, it's almost animalistic.
We're thinking in the
Are-
short term. They're
right,
thinking in the
right.
long term.
Like,
Because you just want to bang, right? And finish. And then you never want to see her again.
Hey,
it's
want me
not
to?
necessarily
Unless she's the
even
one.
always. It's not necessarily even always that.
No, it's not.
But it's more of a primal kind of thing. Like,
One of the more player things you could say as a guy when you're getting at a girl and she's like, oh, I'm at work. You know you're getting the attention. You know that if y'all were together, you'd be getting the action.
Here's what you got to
How much you
understand.
make?
Here's what
I
you
could pay for that. Take the day off. I got it. That's successfully happened for plenty of guys. I've been on the list, and I'm just saying, like, if some girl you thought was hot was like, take off, I got you. You wouldn't?
Mark, here's what you have to understand. And the girls know this. It's called the power of the pussy, right?
right. That's
They-
what
POP.
they have.
They
Holding it down.
They understand it, right?
Yeah.
They know the smart ones
POP.
do. The POP.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
Holding it down.
Yeah,
but-
they do, bro.
And
They hold it down.
They hold it down. So what you have to understand as a man, because having that power, like if you ever had power over anything, or you would know that all the cards are in your hand and you can control the situation, and it's a game now, right? So all you have to understand is now that they're sitting from that vantage point, yeah, bitch, I can play this game fucking too.
And what's crazy is that's what they're taught. They're taught, nah, girl, keep that thing in your pants until you can get something that you need out of that man, and blah 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 blah. Like, that's literally from the time that they're able to comprehend words to adulthood. They're like,
You're special.
no,
Don't
that-
settle for
that's-
anything
yeah.
less.
You're a
That's-
princess.
You're a prince. You're a
Exactly.
queen.
Us, we're like,
Get the fuck to work.
stop fucking whining. Suck it up, you piece of shit. Why are you acting so gay?
Yeah.
That was my dad.
I
That's
go
your-
over, I go over
I
this
just like video
topic
games.
because at the end of the day, if all of these dates, and keep in mind you didn't get the rule book for these dates, and they go well in your favor, you turn out to be wanting to move forward with this person. God fucking forbid. It's 2021. So
It's a
You
virus
do that.
out there.
You know what I'm saying? You do that, and what you're winding up with is talking to someone. Y'all aren't in a relationship. You're talking
No.
about everything that goes around what y'all might be doing.
Yeah, you just gotta understand. A relationship is just a breathing, long, ongoing conversation that never ends.
This
okay?
is why I feel that the rules
just have
for
to
dating
participate.
are important and mandatory. Because why would you want to participate if you haven't even decided, you know what I'm saying, what this, that, or the third might be like in your favor that will make you want to decide towards this? You play the demo to a game and you're
Listen.
like, oh yeah, I want to get this game.
You're being
You're overanalyzing
You're
it.
being politically correct in saying that you want to know if the P is good before you commit to settling that.
Yes, the personality should be great before we settle down.
Nah.
You ain't got no
Okay,
thieves
you
can't
can-
going
Hey,
on,
bro,
do you?
first
Wink
of all-
away from the camera all you want. Like,
First of all, I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Wink away, but
you can wink away from the camera all you want, bro. I understand what it is that you're saying, and listen, I do agree. Like, for me, like,
want a sample.
I would want to know if, listen, like, if the P is not good, if I'm like, I don't want to
get it.
commit to
But that's not how the
struggling
game is
through that
played.
with-
it's
not.
structured.
She feels the same way
where
about your dick, bro.
we commit
Yeah, but my
to
dick
this
is
thing,
A1,
and
like,
we don't
That
have
chick
Like,
all
the chick might
information.
feel the same way about her pee. I'm just saying, like, not every.
That's
is-
not how the game is played.
It's
If you
random.
can play it right, you can do it. Like if you like wind up on the date and then you can make it happen and then be like, oh, never mind, bail out, I'm out of here. Ghost, change your phone number or something, you know, like block her ass.
G's
your
actively
phone
dating,
number.
so I value his opinion about this, and I always wondered, like,
G's actually what?
he's actively dating.
But like one person?
No, and
That's what he means by
and
actively
that's
dating.
what I feel like the terms should be drawn
G is
up.
single is what you're saying.
Well, G is single.
Well, I'm single too, but I'm not really actively dating.
and that's kind
Oh,
of
okay. I see what you're saying now.
because the rules.
He's saying I
involved-
can't get a chick and G can. There's two different.
That's not
That's
what
what
I'm
he's
saying
saying.
at all.
That's exactly
That's not
what
what I'm
he's
saying
saying.
at all. I've given G advice on different chicks that were basically in the same position, just not for Garrett.
Position
So-
like doggy style?
No, I say this: some girls really do enjoy talking to G and having fun and this and that, and they would not mind the next thing.
I would too.
And that's being honest. You know what I'm saying? Even if they wouldn't
He's
try
very
it,
handsome.
Yeah,
they're,
he's a
they're
handsome
honest
guy.
enough with themselves to say, "Oh well, I know that if I was doing that with this person that I have a connection with, it would be cool." And then there's this other girl that knows she likes G, that laughs and enjoys all the other stuff like the first girl, minus the physical connection. So G says, this might be a special person. Maybe I should pull out my dating rule book and wine and dine this person to see if we mesh deeper. And then they do that, and then this person is like, I'm still undecided like before we were doing all that other deeper connection stuff. Well, bitch, why did I pull out the book if you're on some deeper connection shit, if deeper connection isn't implied after this? You
Bro, I
know
don't
what
think
I'm
there's
saying?
anyone more sexually diabolical than you, Michael.
I don't what?
So I feel
I
like
don't
you're
think-
following this.
No, bro, I've already written that book and I can show you the book.
But it's not
For
on-
We
some
all
reason, I
own
think
on
the.
paper.
We all
I think
own
your
the
book is like 8 inches long or something like that. That's what I think. When you
mean thick?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like a book can be long without it being.
No,
you know
because
what
he
I mean?
keeps talking about pulling out this book, and I'm just like, I'm just envisioning this
We
situation.
all know chicks like books that are thicker than long.
Okay,
bro.
it's like your book is like a Pepsi can. Is what I'm saying.
There's a whole.
Pepsi can or a pencil, G? Which one?
I mean,
I don't know. There's like a middle ground, maybe.
Can I choose Sharpie?
Well, you're
like
the one
PVC
talking about how
pipe?
good your dick is over there.
I mean, you're asking
You
me,
need to be prepared to answer the tough questions, like I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
What was the question? Pepsi can or
Pepsi
pencil?
can or pencil?
In what regard? Like
Fucking question
like,
for a
Bro,
heavy
we're all
sir.
Pepsi canners. What do you pick?
Come on, bro.
I would say Pepsi
Team
can.
Pepsi.
Team Pepsi.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
if you're asking me, I'd rather have a sip of Pepsi, but like
I liked Pepsi too, bro. Agreed.
Yeah, me too.
Agreed.
Like,
You don't want.
A fist bump on that, and
You
we
got-
all agree.
You got thieves can't going on over there too.
I'm
He's being very
like,
cryptic. He's
Yeah,
like
both
babbling
of
a lot.
y'all
And
are-
because we all agree on that, we now know we're all on the same page with needing a book for dating.
Okay,
That's
first of
why-
all, it's not going to be a book. It's going to be an app.
There's been like
All right?
80,000 books about dating.
Second of all, been like 80,000 books about dating.
we
Third
all
of all-
read. Have you read any of those?
Third of all,
No, I don't read self-help
They
books.
didn't make the right one.
Hey,
I have respect as a human being. I don't need to read a
I can
self-help.
wrap this all up with Star Wars if y'all would like. You know,
Yeah, what's
I
the
mean,
lesson that Star Wars
yes.
can teach us about this?
the lesson is spoken by George Lucas himself. It's actually about like the Force and the light side and the dark side. Whereas, like, if you want to continue to go on in this relationship, that's like your end game. That you're gonna have the least amount of resistance in, but at the end of the day, you will actually be happier. You will have joy, right? Whereas if you go to the dark side's all about pleasure and like instant gratification. So you can take on that, but what you need in order to like experience like that again? You have to ante up. It's like doing drugs.
you
You know,
lose
like,
more of yourself every time you use that power.
and you lose more of your own humanity. Where actually then you start having the instant pleasure. Like say that you want someone, and then you covet them, and then you don't want to lose them, and then that leads you to be afraid, and then that'll lead you to do things out of fear, which leads to anger, which leads to hate. So everything that the dark side represents is literally about pleasure, whereas joy, it takes longer to do, and you would have to put half of it of what you normally would to get the pleasure, because the pleasure is like risk reward. You're in it, do 100%, bam, feel great. But now you got to do it again. But whereas joy, you can just, as long as you put in the work and do your job and live how you are happy, because it's not about, at the end of the day, sorry ladies, it's not about y'all, and it's about our happiness. So, but I'm willing, as long as we can be happy together, to mutually make it happen. Like, it's all about you hear about communication and blah blah blah, but that's the way the Force works. So it's like you can either choose to be selfish in your relationship, which is why you're always going to have fucking problems, or you can choose to be selfless and go the way of the light. You don't have to be a Jedi, you don't have to be a monk and live by those orders, but if you can strive to be on the light side, you're probably
There are
better off.
people who are on the light
AKA
side.
George Lucas.
There are
the
people
man.
on the light side that aren't necessarily Jedi.
Ahsoka Tano. She's not a Jedi.
And there are like people in the books I've been reading who delve into the dark side a little bit that aren't necessarily Jedi or Sith or anything like that, but they're still strong with the Force, because the Force is in everybody, right? So
Surrounds us, penetrates us.
I'll be
Binds the
damned.
galaxy. So
Y'all actually correlated that.
yeah,
bro, there's a lot of lessons
the
in Star
Jedi
Wars
code.
about
Yeah.
self-reflection.
I was following y'all's whole
looking
thing, and
inward.
I was like, and I was waiting for the right moment too to like, you know what?
doing
I can
something
still wrap
that
this
you
up with Star
know
Wars.
you
Tie in
probably
with the
shouldn't
Jedi.
Tie
do,
in with the Jedi
but
code.
you
of
do it
course.
anyway because it's in service of yourself, and that's all. Like Michael was saying, the dark side is only in service of the self.
Interesting stuff. I mean, I follow, and it makes sense.
But it's a good lesson, and like I was watching George Lucas give like a conference from like last year about like, you know, where like how he got where he was, and in the middle of him talking about himself, like going through college and figuring out his path, he starts describing that, and then I see another video where George is they're rehearsing Clone Wars, and they're talking about Dave Filoni is sitting like right next to him, but not saying anything, just writing the whole time as George is like explaining like how powerful these elements are and why things happen in a certain way. It changes your way of watching Star Wars.
Dave was just writing all that down.
He was half smirking, and then at the very end of the video, the camera panned behind him, and on one page he was like had all these words, and on the other one he was doodling, like he was drawing Star Wars people. I don't know, like it was fucking Dave
Yeah, because
Filoni.
he's an art director.
Yeah.
He was actually Dave Filoni, the creator of the Clone Wars, and basically spiritual successor of George Lucas.
Yes.
He was a creative. He had a creative hand in making Avatar: The Last Airbender a couple episodes.
I did not know
fucking love
I
that
love
show.
the last few episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, you got to watch them, right?
Bro, that
Yeah,
show
I
is
mean-
so emotional. It is
Fucking
one of the
love
best.
that show.
I
When
think
he-
it is arguably one of the best Western-made animated shows.
Absolutely.
Ever.
He
Absolutely.
learned the dance of the
was-
dragon with
Absolutely.
Zuko.
Bro, it was
Then he
put
went-
on Nickelodeon.
Fuck Fire Lord Ozai.
I was so
Then
sleep on it.
he took
That shit
away
was
old
awesome.
boy's bending.
Bro, with the
Bro, just
and Avatar on Lex. That's when he was
no,
like,
he
yeah,
stomped
I've
his
mastered.
he stomped
But
his
also-
earthbending, made him fucking trapped his arms and
Also,
shit.
he had to find his chakra. Like, he had to actually activate it in order for him to be able to use
Get back
all of his
into
avatar
mode,
powers.
'cause
Like,
he was scared to do it.
yeah, it was brilliant.
Those last few episodes
Oh yeah,
were
getting hit with the
amazing.
thing on the back.
With the thing
The
on the
whole
back,
time
yeah.
Love
they're
that
flying,
show.
burning everything because everything fires OP, and they're just going across the land.
That's
burning
what it was.
Everything.
Like, I literally was
Like,
like,
this is crucial.
Oh, and then the Zuko versus Azula fight, bro. With everything, the flames are just so here. You hear. You don't
Blue
hear
flames
you don't hear
this way,
You don't
red
hear-
flames.
It sounds like a fucking. It just sounds like a fucking hydro pump of fire just coming out. Just like fucking. But
they're
so much fucking
they're
fire.
so well writ. I didn't even know Mark Hamill was Fire Lord Ozai.
Yeah,
bro.
So forever.
Bro,
I'll never forget.
I know.
That shit makes me.
I did not even know. I had to go watch it all
That's why I
over
mentioned it.
again.
I was like, those last few episodes are OP. Like, you can't forget them.
Man, and then the episode about Iroh's son dying. I still
Oh,
kind of tear
That
up.
was
I tear up.
That was really
that
sad.
one was
bro.
tough.
Why
He
you
starts
had to bring
singing that
up,
little
Jordan?
Leaves from
winter,
the
spring. No.
Leaves from the vine.
Yeah, that's right.
Falling so slow.
I was hoping
Like fragile,
that
tiny
the,
shells.
that the
Yeah,
spin-off
that's a
show
good
was
one.
gonna be the first Avatar.
So sad.
That's why I
bro.
didn't say the third line. I love that show, man.
The show's so good.
They went forward and did Korra, but I was hoping they were gonna go backwards and do one.
I mean,
Avatar
Korra
one.
was good though. I like
Bro,
Korra.
if they had gone all the way back to one, like, and done a whole
I
series
don't think
on
they would have
him,
did that.
No.
The
So
art style was
fire.
too abstract. I don't think it. Maybe today, but not back then.
yeah.
like,
But that's
Now
the
it would
direction
probably
I
be
thought the
dope.
show
I can
was
see that
going in.
happening.
Korra was
today.
really good though. It introduced a lot of cool things like
named-
lava
feel
bending.
like
I
now,
named
if
my
we
dog
would've-
after Korra.
Yeah, that's what I
I
figured.
feel like
Awesome.
now if we had Korra's, metal
Hold on.
bending, earth bending, fire bending, like it
Korra,
would be
metal bending was the thing. Toph
Toph
invented it.
invented metal bending.
They had metal bending back in Aang's day.
That lava
Toph
bending,
But
though.
there was no
Lava bending
Avatar
was
that
cool.
was metal bending until her.
I was just
Yeah,
confused
yeah,
about
yeah.
what, excuse me, happened to Aang at the beginning of that because I was just like, is he alive?
got old
Is he
and
dead?
died.
He
Yeah.
got old.
Like,
He had
yeah.
life and died.
He actually
yeah.
no, he died young.
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
something
he
like
was
that.
at least in his 40s, 50s.
50s, 'cause he
That's
had-
young
Nah, it wasn't
for a
until
air
after the-
nomad to die in 50. Like he died young. That's actually you can look it up. He died younger than he should. I can't remember what it was. I think it was because of going into the Avatar state so often.
for 100 years too.
I think it
gonna
was
say he
because
was-
of him doing that for so long. He died sooner than he was supposed to.
He was ultimately 140 or 50 years
Right,
old.
he
when
was super
No,
old.
160, 70 plus years because he was 100. He was 13 when he went in.
He was up, bro.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the
He
was
beginning
12.
of the
He's
first
12.
episode,
He's
he
12.
was already 112 years
Yeah,
old.
that's
Like,
30, 40, 50
and then
years.
he defeated the Fire Lord, created a new era of peace,
United everyone
and
together.
then he had to
Got
fight.
married.
He had to fight against the bloodbending guy.
Yeah.
Restarted the air nomads too, right?
Yeah, restarted the Air Nomads. Restarted like all the cities. United everybody.
him and Katara got
and then
together.
He, yeah,
that
then
was
he got
so dope.
then he got together with Katara, had 3 kids, raised them. He raised them.
Tenzin's cool. Boomy's Boomy's hilarious.
He lived a full life. Yeah.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, I mean,
He lived a full life because he lived the fullest life possible from the age of 12 till when he died. Like, there's no...
I mean, he had no choice. He was forced to grow up by the time he was 12.
We could all be
Like,
so lucky though.
He was forced to.
Bending is fucking an awesome power.
What would you bend?
Don't get me started.
I think I had chosen air.
You only get one.
I think I had chosen air.
You?
I'm an air sign, so I already.
Air?
Yeah.
You?
Fire.
Water.
That's the so fire is fairly weak against earth. It's a little stronger against water, but not really,
Yeah,
because water puts the fire out, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need a source of water as a waterbender to be able to do it effectively. Unless you can bloodbend, you have to be a high level, or the plants. You need a source.
I can pull moisture from the air.
If you're
sun.
if you're a master.
Yeah, you think I'm not gonna master my craft?
Everybody
bro?
can't.
I'm shooting
I know, but
lightning
right
at
off,
your ass if
right
that's
off
the
rip,
case.
you can't do everything like the plant bending. You have like those people. Those were their specialty.
Katara was a master at 15. You think I'm not mastering my craft, bro?
She wasn't a master at 15.
By the time she
How
got
old
to
was
the end of the show?
Katara was 15.
She was
Yeah.
still learning at the beginning of the show.
No, she was a master by the end of the first season.
and she was learning everywhere she went along with the Avatar.
She was learning the whole show.
Oh,
I understand.
somebody likes them.
I remember when she went to.
I understand that,
I
but she was-
remember when she went to the North Pole,
Yeah, that's
At the end of that season.
and she wasn't nearly as strong as some of the people that were there.
So
No. She was the strongest one of all the people that were learning. Even Paku, Master Paku was like, he gave Aang
Yeah.
the scroll, the
No one else here
waterbending
can-
scrolls, and
can
he was
teach
like,
you anything.
they're no source for, he was like, they're not an exchange for a real master. And then he looked up at Katara, and she blushed. That was him acknowledging her as a waterbending master. Of course,
But you're
she's-
not Katara. So we're talking about you, not Katara.
No. Of course I'm not Katara, but I'm asking you, do you think I would?
All right, so are we talking about a hypothetical universe where you're raised as a waterbender?
also, I have a
Or are
question.
you just now in your life getting your waterbending
If I'm
powers?
just now getting my
It'd take you a long
waterbending-
time to master it.
Of course it would take
That's
me
what I'm
at least a
asking. I'm
little
asking,
bit.
are you raised as a waterbender?
You talk about
I
at the
wouldn't want to
age-
be an air nomad.
at
No,
the age that
I
he is
wouldn't.
now.
Hell no.
that's why I said
I'm
Fire
asking
Nation.
you what you would
Fire
want
Nation
to
would suck,
bend.
too. I'd
What
probably
would
wanna
you
be-
bend.
Yeah,
That
no.
was
If
my
I
question.
were to gain power right now, it would still be airbending.
Yeah.
Airbending.
Why-
Airbending
but you
is
wouldn't.
dope.
But you wouldn't want to be an
Because
air
even if you
nomad.
like threw your water at me, try to drown me, I'd be like, all right, just create an air
Yeah.
pocket around my
or
face,
just like
Bro.
blast it away.
blast
I
through.
feel like water has so many different applications.
You
like
can make
Humans
it,
are 70% water.
and you can make it cold or scalding hot, depending on.
It's
you
just
can also
slow.
do that.
I can.
It's just the slowest
Here's my question.
bending.
Here's my question. Could all of the elements except for fire in
Maybe
the
Earth is
show
slowest.
need a source?
Except for
okay.
air.
Except for air. Your source is the air.
Fire and air.
Yeah.
Those two don't need a source.
don't need a source.
Which-
But in the novels,
Not in the movie. Shut
Yeah,
up.
in the movie, that shit pissed
Shut
me
up.
off so
yeah,
bad. Like
in the movie and in the illustrated novel, you need the source even for fire.
There's an illustrated novel of the movie.
No, of the last Airbender series, that's a show.
Yeah,
Oh.
Avatar 1
So you're
was
telling
given
me
fire.
that the novel of the show
Yeah, but he
completely
didn't- once he
undermines
had
the
the
whole
element, he
show?
didn't.
It
Because
just-
no one ever
it
uses
to
a source in
create
the
it.
show for fire.
No, no one does. But I think that's where they got the idea for the movie.
You use your breath to create the fire.
Yeah, you use your inner.
Right,
That's how you did it.
Yeah,
right.
but that's how they got the idea for the movie.
That shit's stupid in my opinion.
Dumb.
It's dumb.
Dumb.
Here's a lighter.
Pissed me off so
I'm like,
bad, bro.
Shut up.
I was so mad.
Fuck you.
That movie was so god awful.
I didn't watch it. I think I watched like the first 20 minutes and I
I
was like,
watched it.
nay.
I'd be firebending until I could jet around.
Listen,
I saw it in the movie
I'd
theater.
still be-
I
beat
saw it in theaters. Like y'all don't
I can still
understand.
fly too.
My love for Avatar: The
Excuse
Last
me.
Airbender.
Yeah,
So, like,
I can
knock me down on
tell.
the
Like
ground
you
real quick.
know,
Trying to shock you with that lightning.
Bro, you know what I'd do?
you know certain episodes. Like you know every single
I've
fucking
seen
moment.
it so
Bro,
many times.
Own
like,
them
I've
both
seen it.
on DVD, Blu-ray.
Bro, I've seen it all. Like
Shut up. I have them too.
Gotta have it.
I've seen it
Uh,
all over and over
Damn
and
it.
over again.
Guys, me fucking forget I was gonna. Oh, what I would do is, with the blood bending, and with air bending, I would just air bend the air out of your fucking lungs like Caesar Clown kind of does.
That would be dope.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I would do kind of the same thing. You airbend
Easily.
Knock people
And
out
then-
real quick.
Yeah.
and then like hold it there. Or just like you can't breathe.
Or you could
anymore.
I mean, I
Like
feel like
right outside
airbending
of
you
your
could use
lips?
like force choke kind
Yeah,
of.
or I
like
could use-
right outside your
Expand
lips.
the air in your lungs real quick.
the air pressure. You could use the air pressure. I could sit there and just pressurize the air around you until your lungs collapse. Or
Yeah,
your
because
chest
airbenders are
cavity.
usually peaceful, so they don't use a lot of malicious attacks. So if you would actually apply some damage to it, I think airbending can be pretty devastating.
Airbending would be deadly.
Guru
And you could just
Lahima.
fly
It
away.
Literally, you
Yeah.
literally can't live without breathing.
Exactly.
And if you can control someone's breath, they're
Not
dead.
only if you could control them, you could maybe create a sphere around you with no air except for like near you.
vacuum.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
and
control
then you
your
take
temperature.
the air out of the area.
That's what
Just-
the air nomads do. They don't get cold. They control the temperature. Do that. That shit's
That would make sense,
Yeah.
right? If it's blowing cold wind, you make sure it's not blowing hard on you.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
You can direct it. You can.
and you can fly.
Yeah, and you can fly.
That's why I think
Fly,
that
fly away.
that levitation is the first aspect.
You said fire, didn't you?
Yeah.
You would be a
Absolutely.
firebender.
I'm bending off the rip.
You're a Leo. That
And
makes
once-
sense, bro.
Yeah, and once I'm
Me too,
bro.
aggressive
I'm just
enough
doing this.
to learn through my diaphragm, my
Or like
chakra
this.
right here, that I can make a stronger flame, I'm jetting around.
Like you're
Do they
fucking
say
Tony
chakra
Stark.
in
I'm
Avatar?
doing explosions
Yeah.
through my hand.
I don't think.
explosions.
I think they
You
do.
be a,
I'm
you, let me
focusing.
find
They
out
do.
you be
In
shit
the
doing
episode
shit like
with the-
Bakugo.
Now we're talking about My Hero.
Yeah.
Once I do that lightning,
No, you gotta.
see, they're funneling and charging their chakra, but I'm gonna have it to where I can just.
That guy was doing it. The guy with the scarf and Korra, he was just going.
Yeah, I'm trying to charge mine up.
But by then, lightning bending was like it had been around for a while, so more people knew it.
Mm.
When it was
Remember the-
Avatar, lightning was like a fucking rare
Holy
thing.
shit!
Remember
Like
one
what's
with the
going
third
on?
eye?
Oh, that guy, he could just.
Incinerary thought?
I think he was like an airbender. or
Combustion
something.
Man.
I think he was like a.
He was a firebender.
Give us a
It seemed like he was an airbender because he was using the air from his forehead.
Nah, he
The
was
air.
using combustion.
Fire.
Combustion
He was
Man.
shooting
I'm
Sokka
combustion man.
a controlled heat beam.
Yeah,
You
he
could go with Sokka
Exploded
for
on
Halloween, bro.
contact.
Hey,
I
you want
could
to?
go
You have
with
the
Sa-
hair.
Hey, bro.
You
Hey,
could go
look,
with
I'm gonna
Sokka.
tell you right now.
Oh,
When all right, so I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender when I was like 16, 17.
I was so asleep.
And I've loved it ever since. Like I just watched it and watched
You're
it.
an adult already, so.
I was way adult.
Bro, I always wanted to have Sokka's hair, bro. Like, I don't know why. I just thought it was dope as
It's
fuck.
just like a bun with the shaved sides.
Bro,
Yes.
like bun with, and I could totally do that hoe right
Hell
now.
yeah, bro.
Absolutely. I'm Sokka for next Halloween.
That's the
by
dream
the
right
way.
there.
I'm Beguile. I'm gonna just Pauly D my shit.
Stop
God
with the
damn it,
Pauly
the Pauly D.
He won't shut up with the Jersey Shore. He
Are
actually
you
thinks
watching
it's a
that?
good show.
Are you watching that right
He
now?
said it's a
course.
good show.
It's great. It was great when I first watched it. And it's
He
even
thinks
better now.
Pauly D and the Situation are handsome, and
All right.
Snooki is hot.
So I-
Currently,
You think
Pauly
Snooki's
D
hot, bro?
has 4.2 million followers. Ronnie's got 2 million. Situation's got 2.2.
How many does Trump have,
and
by the way?
billion, and Vinny's got like
73
3.
million.
How many does Snooki have?
I follow her too, but I don't remember that. I just wanted you to know those
Who
are the most unliked people on
cares?
the show.
What are you doing watching this? Are they,
Millions of people agree with
are they
me.
making
That's
new
all I'm
ones?
saying.
Are they making new episodes?
Millions
Yes.
of people also love 600-Pound Life. I still think it's garbage television.
Are you?
It's actually a hilarious show, bro.
Yeah,
What,
600,
what,
600
Jersey
pound.
Shore?
600 pound.
No,
life.
600 pounds.
But
Not
like,
a
y'all
good
won't
show.
give my show
Bro,
a
it's
chance, but
hilarious.
I started
This is
Workaholics.
so funny.
I started
Not-
Workaholics. I saw the episode with the
Workaholics
piss,
is a
like
good
y'all were
show.
telling me.
Right
Hilarious.
in your face.
I watched Rick and Morty, like y'all were telling me.
didn't finish it, though.
Still didn't like it, but I laughed a little
What are you
bit.
talking about?
I did everything y'all told me.
Hey, you still watching
How
It's
can you
Always
like
Sunny?
Solar
Philadelphia.
Opposites and not like Rick and Morty?
I
It doesn't
love
make
Solar
any
Opposites.
fucking sense.
You still watching It's Always Sunny?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he took a
Hilarious.
break from It's
I
Always
need him
Sunny.
to stop talking about his taste, man, because
Yeah,
it's like
you have
triggering
some
me.
weird. Yeah, you got some.
Hey.
Y'all
weird-
gotta jump in with me.
Hey.
No, I'm not about to watch fucking Precious or not Precious.
Okay.
Goddamn,
told
I
you-
meant to say Honey Boo Boo.
I never told him to do that. Never told him to watch
I've
that.
seen that movie, Precious.
But I've
meant
watched
to say
some
Honey
of the
Boo Boo,
shows
not
you tell
Precious.
me about. So y'all gotta watch
I'm
some
not,
of my
bro.
show.
I have. First of all, Jersey Shore is not a show that you have like. Oh, bro, you're sleeping on this fucking show,
haven't-
Jersey
I haven't
Shore.
recommended
I
that.
have seen Jersey Shore.
good
It
one,
is
though.
garbage television.
It's a good- what?
They're screaming at each other constantly. There's drama in every episode, and then they go to the club in every episode. You don't have to. I don't have to watch it to know what happens.
Kind of like what goes on here, except
It's a
we go
bunch
to
of
work.
fucking idiots in a beach house in the Jersey Shore,
It was great, bro.
greased up, tan.
Whoa, now they're
fucking
greasy.
going to the club every night. It's not good.
Greased
Such a
up
good show.
wops.
You probably only think that because you're brainwashed because you have a girlfriend who likes to watch it.
No, bro.
You probably like to watch RuPaul's
genuinely
Drag Race.
Do you watch 90 Day
enjoy-
Fiance?
No, I've never watched
Yeah, I
that
bet
shit.
you. I guarantee you watch RuPaul's Drag Race. You'd be like, bro,
If there is
watch
a
this
show I
RuPaul's
don't
Drag
want to
Race,
watch,
man. It
I
is the
don't
shit.
watch it.
You watch 90 Day Fiance?
I have seen
You think
that
Jersey
show.
Shore is good
I like that
and
show.
Rick and Morty is bad?
Bro,
This-
Rick and Morty's
This is a
dope. You're
fucking
tripping.
problem.
I've seen
Maybe
your
you're just
Rick
not smart
and
enough.
your Morty.
That's not even a meme. Maybe you're just not smart enough.
I've seen your Rick. I've seen your Morty. Hi, Mr. Me. Seen
Bro,
that shit. That's
all right.
not funny.
If that's the furthest you've gotten into
You're in
it, then
season
you're
1.
That's
tripping.
season
Yeah,
1, like episode
literally,
5.
You
The-
guys.
Yeah, like
He's watched like a couple episodes and he thinks he understands the show.
You actually have to like watch them in
Yeah, you
succession
have
to
There's
follow.
like a
watch
story.
you have to watch the episode.
There's character development.
Especially when you get to season 3, it's just like
Unlike Jersey Shore, there's character development and good moments, funny dialogue.
that episode where Rick is going out with the entity, you know, and then at the Unity,
Unity.
Yeah. And then at the end of the episode, that was
deep.
a dope ass episode.
Motherfucker, he tries to kill himself, but he fails and passes out like drunk.
yeah.
Before the beam can like disintegrate him, because like he's like in love with Unity.
I remember
guess.
watching that episode
No,
and just
he's-
sitting there like,
Man, his life is so fucked up. Like he's
It's probably just from all the shit adding up.
He's cripplingly lonely.
Jordan almost cried during Solar Opposites.
I did cry during the episode where the hamster died, the mouse dies.
You know, I don't think I've finished Solar Opposites.
Such a
Bro,
good one.
I didn't weep or sob. I just like teared a little bit. I was like, why the mouse? It was so cute. Had a little bow.
I remember when we were talking with we were talking about
I'm gonna finish it, and I'm gonna get back to you.
we were talking about it, and Jordan tells me, and I started laughing. I'm like, I actually, honest to God, laughed like whenever it was just like.
When it basically, you know, when someone's drowning,
Drowning
then they cough up that last little bit of air,
And you
he
know-
laughed at that part when the mouse died. Like, I don't want you to know how seriously fucked up in the head you have to be to laugh when a fucking small creature dies on a TV show.
and there was character development with the creature too. It wasn't
Right?
like it's just a random.
The guy who owned the mouse was using the milk from the mouse to sell at market to like trade items. Okay, so they're all getting shrunk, right?
Wait.
Shut up! You
Have
guys are
you
being
got-
too fucking
Bro,
loud.
have you seen the show? Have you?
I've
there's-
seen most of the
Shut
show.
up!
you
I'm
know
trying
the
to
girl
fucking
has a
explain it.
wall?
Let him explain. Let him explain.
The wall of
They
people.
they shrink
yes,
the,
I
Yes.
and he's the guy. Shut the fuck up! I gave you your time to explain the stupid
All right,
dating book.
go ahead, bro.
Kill
go
him.
ahead.
I'll kill him. Right.
So they shrink humans, and they one of this guy they had a mouse in there too, regular sized mouse, but the humans are human size. So he's riding the mouse like it's a fucking cow or something, and he's like he milks the mouse for its milk every morning, goes to market, trades it for things at the market, and
What was the mouse's name? Molly, right?
it was Molly, right? And
He's basically like.
it has like a pink bow on there. He has his own little house, and he's in one of the lower levels. And the big kingpin guy, he's like, I'm gonna flood the lower levels. So he floods the lower levels, and all the fucking shit gets drowned, and the mouse can't fit in the submarine. So they have to. What made me sad is the guy's reaction. He was like, no, not the mouse, not the mouse. He's like crying and shit.
Wasn't
and then
he-
the mouse couldn't fit, and the mouse, like, you could see the mouse is like, yo, I can't fit. I gotta let you go without me. He like dives back, and I think he keeps the bow, like
It
as
was
the
a
mouse,
ve-
and he ties it around himself in the final fight. I'm like,
And-
this is fucked up. It just drowned
It
the
was
mouse.
a very, very good, and the character development was excellent.
Which just like I don't understand why you would laugh at it.
It's hilarious.
I'm a
with
psycho.
Michael.
I'm gonna double watch it. I'm gonna go back.
you can actually,
Bro, I get it. I'll run people over in GTA, but Jesus,
No. I don't know why.
you're mentally unstable.
Honest to
No.
God,
At the end of the day,
And
where
you
it's all
too.
happening isn't like.
Look at you.
It's even further from reality than normal.
no.
bro.
It was like
No, it's not. It's a regular mouse. It's not. Nothing is different about this mouse.
First of
It's just a mouse.
even the scene before that, because I think that he's like in the water, and the mouse like Molly like pushes him up through the thing.
Yeah, he's
where
like
he's able to get
riding
out
the mouse in the water.
in the water.
Like it's a whole fucking thing. It's depressing.
And like I said, it's not the first episode with the mouse.
It's like episode 8. You've seen it before.
You see them put the mouse in the thing in like episode 2.
That's what's so funny.
And then it keeps building.
How is that funny? Explain.
Everything that's in there is because she has deemed they're shitty people.
The mouse is not a person.
First off.
I think I'm gonna put a vote that Mark's more of a psycho than I am because
I think
the reason
he is.
the reason why
He's trying to explain
the reason why I think
why
it's
it's
funny,
funny.
to be honest with you, it's just it had to do with the moment and the sound where the rat, because it was like, yeah, it was just like literally.
I get it.
It was all like.
Like in South Park when people go like "Arr," and die or whatever. Like when people like get their guts like
Yeah,
I get it, but I didn't resonate that way.
Because there is a moment where they're looking through the glass and it's like swimming for a little while and it takes
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No.
That's not it.
Doesn't it go like it at least like touches like the glass? Doesn't
No,
it? It's
you
like,
get to see its corpse.
Okay, then that
You get
its
to see its
corpse.
corpse once they like
Twitch.
once they they empty the fucking like water or whatever, and then the mouse corpse is there.
It's like,
I'm like, I don't think it's twitching at all.
Yo, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch it,
That's fucked up.
and then the next podcast we'll talk about it again.
I didn't want to end the podcast now, man. It's about time anyway. Let's end the podcast here. I'm depressed.
oh,
You guys brought up memories, and I don't even know if I want to be friends with you guys
Oh
anymore.
God,
sir.
come on, bro.
I'm just
Bro, if
playing.
you were a miniature behind the wall, we'd never let your pet rat.
You'd probably laugh if my pet rat died.
Mark would definitely laugh. I think Mark
never
is.
let
What's the
you
name of the?
Like
the-
if my dog dies and he just starts laughing, I honestly just punch the fuck out of you.
Why would I laugh at a dog?
I don't know. Maybe just the moment of me. Haha, God put y'all here on this earth, and it's like you deserve to be here. And his dog died. Ha! I'm ending the episode. Fuck this.